that culture of physicality you've been bred into your whole life, being, just from the foundation of football until the day you retired, bringing that now to these guys in Boulder. Like it is good to see, bro. Like you guys line up and you are smashing people now. Vertically, you're getting after it. There's an attitude. Just talk about the growth of this unit so far, Coach. Like, there's a lot of haters and a lot of doubters at the beginning of this year, and you guys have just kind of shrugged it off and gotten better and better and better each week. And I know that the growth of an offensive line is tough, but when you have success consistently like you guys are having, just talk about how much fun it is to coach a group like that, man. It seems like they're real hungry.
No, it is, man, and it starts every day in practice. Coach Prime, he's not afraid to mix things up in practice. And it's not the mundane. Everything's the same every day. I mean, they don't know what they're going to get. In our defensive line, we go at it every single day, the coaches included. So it's a great atmosphere. The guys are buying into it. We got a long way to go. I still feel like we're leaving a lot of stuff out there on the field, and it's my job to get that corrected. But, just the way that they've practiced and continue to practice, as you said, it takes a while to build that camaraderie. And, we're not there yet by any means, but they're getting better. And we're going to put together another great day of practice tomorrow and another day after that. And not get bored with the process. And it's just been a lot of fun seeing them develop. And then, like I said, we got a long way to go. We leave some stuff out there, and we're going to get that fixed.
Yeah, process is usually the prize, at least for every good offensive line that I've ever been around. Bailey, I know you got some questions, too, for Coach, so spit one out. Let's get rolling.
Coach, I can't thank you enough for joining. One thing I wanted to ask you about Jordan Seaton, just your thoughts on his development since he arrived in Boulder and then his play throughout the first 8 games and how he's developed this season.
Yeah, man, very impressive. Obviously, everybody knows that he's a physical specimen, right? But the thing that impressed me the most about him, since he's been here is the way he attacks the meeting room. He asks great questions. He's always locked in, you know what I mean? And he's just been great from that aspect. You don't see too many young guys coming out of high school, with his knowledge of football and willingness to learn more. So that's been a really good thing on him. And then he just constantly getting better each week. Part of that, like I said, with practice, getting challenged every day in practice, not letting him slip off at anything. He don't allow himself to slip off at anything. But just really the way he attacks the game for as young as he is, he's still a baby. And the way he does that is really impressive.
Yeah, and how much of an, I know the answer before I even ask the question, but how much of an onus are you putting on the mental side of things in that room with your entire group? You guys have played up to 8, 9 guys this year, and everybody steps in, and it doesn't look to me like they screw up a lot. Like it seems like everybody's consistently going in the right direction and picking up the right guy. Of course, you get beat every now and then, but the growth, like you just see new guys step in. This is one of my favorite runs of the year. At UCF. Play that one again, Bailey. New guy stepping in at right guard, the pulls and the seam and the part of the Red Sea. I just talk about the mental side of the game and the preparation and how much pressure you're putting on these guys, but then how much you're teaching them too.
Yeah, I try to pride myself in that. As you just said, the answer already, man. You got to be smart to play this position. You can't just have a bunch of guys out there not knowing what's going on. So that's the first part of it. And then, we get on the board. We do everything that we need to do to try to prepare them to not only be a great college player, but then a great NFL player, if they're lucky to get there, you know what I mean? So just trying to implement some of the things that I've learned along the way, especially on the mental side, because if you don't know where you're going, you can't play fast, and you got to be able to play fast, especially in our system. So that's a big thing. And then having, like you said, 8 or 9 guys who can do it, and if I can get to 10 or 11 guys, I'll put them in too, as long as guys love me that. As long as they show me that they're ready to play mentally and they get out there and practice hard, you got a chance to play here at CU.
And that's the beauty of it is open opportunity coaching, open opportunity for all the players. And that, look, I wanted to take that to the next couple of questions here. Coach Phil Loadholt, offensive line coach at the University of Colorado, has the bus balling, joining us here on 0 to 60. Coach, big thanks again. The defensive line, all right, the defensive line coaches. All right, it seems like you guys go to one-on-ones, and I know it's a big get-down, and there's a lot of chirping and great competition, and 9-on-7 is fun. Talk about the defensive line, man, and how much better they're making you guys. The iron sharpens iron, in my belief. And, when you're coaching against Sapp and Lewis every day and the competition and the juices are flowing, I love that Bucky gets it on tape as much as he does because I just sit there and watch, and I'm like, oh, this is some good shit.
It's a lot of fun, man. It's just, you know how it is when you get in the one-on-ones, and with those two guys, especially in Dancy, I mean, you might as well be playing in Miami or something because they're talking the whole time. They can do one little good thing, and then everybody hooting and hollering. And I gotta tell my guys, hey, you won that rep, dog. Like, but that's just a competition of it. You know what I mean? And I love that about it. It's fun every day. And like I said, Coach Prime let us mix it up. So, you know, we'll get different periods in just with us on it and things that have helped us. But that D linemen, they press us every single day. I mean, they coming after it every single day. And, you know, our goal here is to make practice harder than the game.
Amen.
There's a lot of times where you can look and say it's going to be a lot harder because the way those guys come after us and the way we come after them, like you said, iron sharpens iron. And every day it's a great day of practice between the O-line and D-line for sure. They'll get us sometimes, we get them, but that good back and forth is what you need.
And that, man, you could tell in the games too because, you know, everybody's playing fast, everybody's playing physical. You know, being there last week and being able to watch the interaction. The D-line is over congratulating the O-line as much as the O-line is over congratulating the D-line. It's just one big trench family, and that's really good to see. That's how you know you got a really tight team and a good unit up front, O-line and D-line wise.